Hi.
Hello.
Just want to share about how we met. I've never done anything like this. I was at a concert and I remember seeing you dancing in the front. And we were just like, who is that girl in the front? I just remember thinking, like, whoa, I wish I could dance like that. But sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, like 10th grade, all throughout high school and college, like if I ever went to a party with music, I was like plastered against the wall, terrified of moving. And then I just remembered watching you, like feeling like so free in your body. And I was just like, whoa, like I wish I could feel that way and I wish I could just like be free like that. Somehow we got in touch at that show. I remembered asking you like if there was any way that you could teach me how to dance the way that you dancing, and I thought it was the strangest thing I'd ever asked. And lucky for me, you actually said that you were a teacher and a coach, and you you were teaching people how to break out of their shell. So
Yeah.
you really changed my life in profound ways, and I'd love to like ask you if you could talk a little bit about that. If you could share a little bit, like how would you get somebody who's a wallflower to break out of their own shell and move and let go?
One of the reasons why I have been called to do this work is that since I was a little kid, I was always an outcast. I heard Alanis Morissette many years ago say the word HSP, this like highly sensitive person. And I was like, oh, that's me. And it was like the one thing that resonated with me, like out of all the disorder, it's not disorder, blessings. Like some disorders don't sit well with me, whether it's a trigger or it just doesn't make sense to me. Like that everyone's in these boxes, like ADHD is like a, with a lot of people in my family and our genetic pool being an Ashkenazi Jew, like anxiety disorder, bipolar, depressive disorder, like, there's all these boxes, but HSP to me feels very natural and organic, and that a lot of people could fit into that. And I think we all do fit into a lot of these different things at any point. But I was always an HSP, probably similarly to you. I feel really passionately about holding up mirrors for each other. And then I try to help everyone in the room or the group or the circle that I'm working in do the same thing for each other. Because that's all a good teacher is, I think, or a good coach is just someone who keeps holding up a mirror and being like, hey, check this out. And so once we have that established in the room that it's a safe space to hold up a mirror for each other, or I'm doing it for one person at a time, because I also do private coaching, whether it's teaching voice, like for the singer, voiceover, or creative writing. I taught a multimillionaire how to give a TED Talk. People come to me and they're just like, I have no confidence in this area. Help me. I try to establish that it's a safe space to be held with a mirror. And then there's always a block. To the extent that we are just aware of our blockages, then we can actually be free. But there's nothing wrong with having blocks. It's just how we operate, as people, as artists, and everyone's an artist. Whoever's listening to this right now who's like, yeah, that's great that like Barb does voices for Disney, and Evie's like this incredible fashionista who makes lit up bridal gowns. But I'm not like that. I don't do things like that. It's like, no, actually, if you just search your memory bank a tiny coach, like you'll find that you actually could do stand-up comedy, or, I happen to do like 10 things. I actually welcome blocks. I think, I'm a very structured person, as free-spirited as I am. I think it's important to embrace your blocks and love them, get in touch with them, and just be aware. And I also tend to forget all the negative stuff that people come to me with, because I don't really see it after that. And even when I see it, I'm like, oh, cool. So now that you know what it is, let's release it. So I think the first one is getting in touch and knowing that you have a block. And then the second thing is drawing it out or singing it out or dancing it out. Once you could just be free with the music with me, then you were like, okay, I think I'll be okay. And I was like, well, stop thinking about it and just feel your way through.